Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're well. So I have my little book. You can remember that I left off after I had sewed the spine in, so all the pages are in now. I still have to glue down these fabric pieces, so we'll do that in a minute. But I've got to find some bits and pieces to decorate it with. So we are doing a scrappy journal, so I want to use scraps to decorate it with. So this is my box that I throw all my scraps into. I have sort of sorted them out a bit. Yeah, some of them I've got to take out and put in a different box, but I do have some look like floral pages left over there, and I think they might work, so I will put them to the side. We've got, looks like some dictionary bits and pieces here, so I might put them to the side to use. This just looks like plain paper. We do need to do some stamping and painting as well, so I must not forget that. Bingo tickets. They're long strips of paper. Some pianola paper might go nicely. Again, just some little strips, which we might use. I've got a bit of Edith Holden there by the look, so I will put that to the side. Might use some of that on the cover, we will see. Oh, here's a whole lot of little bits. We'll definitely use some of that for collaging. Another botanical page. We've got some headings and words that I like. I might as well just put it all to the side. Yeah, that's got some bits I might use too. Doily pieces. These are already stamped bits and pieces, coloured page bits, and then we've got just full pages down the bottom. So I might stick with what I've pulled out so far because that's probably enough. Look at it all. I'll just put all that over to the side. I also have my lace scraps, so I will grab those. It'd be good to use some of those up. And as I said, we need to make sure that we do some stamping and some painting. So I'll either paint with my inks or I'll paint with watercolour, and I'll grab some stamps as we go. But first I do have to finish off sticking down the fabric, so I think we better do that. Just use my Helmars as usual. It was actually sunny today. The rain gave us a break, so I got all my washing in. Not quite dry, but I can hang it inside now. And then my son got all of his out. It's meant to be sunny again tomorrow, so hopefully he'll get his dry, and then we can bring that in and air it out to dry it off properly. Got to make the most of the decent weather when it comes at the moment. So I'm just sticking the, what's that stuff called? Calico down. And we'll do the other side. Okay, so we've got to do something for the cover. I do have this, it's already gessoed a bit. I think I used that when I went over for my retreat at Suzanne Easdale's, and I have a bit of it left over. See what botanical pictures we've got. Looks like I don't have a lot from the Edith Holden there. And these are really sweet. That's quite nice, isn't it? We've got more bits of that too if we want to cut it a bit better. Oh, it looks like it was out of the Gum Nut Baby book. Yep, I can see Rudy's there. That's quite nice as well. I'll almost make a tag out of that one. Thinking of just doing some layering on the cover of some sort. Just want to neaten it up a bit. And I will ink around it. So I'll just grab my walnut stain. So I did manage to get out and had to poison some weeds on my pavement just because they don't pull out very easy. So I did that while the sun was out. That looks good over that side. Don't mind something like that. Threads. Oh, I also have trim scraps. Let me just grab those. So I've got all of these. Just cut a little bit of this off. Just gives me a few more options. There's a bag of little scrappy bits. I might just leave that out. Kind of like this. So I'm going to put this down for starters. Because if I don't put something down, I will never get started. Oops, I was probably meant to put this underneath, wasn't I? Hang on. Doing well, aren't I? Try that again. Now, it would be a bit like that, and then like that. That's a bit better. That will go on there. I'll just see if I do want a bit of this or not. I do like it, so I might stick it on there. some glue down here and try and run it along there. It's pretty stuff, but it's horrible to use, isn't it? And then we'll have the bits just sticking out on this side, hopefully. Now I've got glue on my fingers, so I'm getting it all over my picture here. Now it does kind of need a word of some description. Let's have a look what is in this bag. I have no idea. The weeping wood. We might just have to do that one. It's the only appropriate one so far. I've got piles of these somewhere else, but these were in my scrap bin, so I feel like I should use them. So we've got this, says the weeping wood. I'm just going to use that. So that will go on there, but it needs something underneath. Do have my pianola paper. I'm eyeing off in here. I don't know if this is going to be too dark. It might be a bit dark. I might use it on another page. So I'll grab some of my pianola paper out and have a look. Don't mind it on this ripped paper. So I'll give it all an ink. Doesn't look too bad layered on there, does it? I'm going to cook tuna mornay for tea tonight. We had it last week and it was really nice. Did a cheats version, didn't make the white sauce myself. I used some bottled stuff, but it was quick and easy that way. And added a whole heap of vegetables. I'm loving this little mini journal, but I don't know what I'd do with it. So it is a really cool way of using up scraps, I must say. Okay, I think we'll put that on. Don't think I need anything underneath it or anything. Whoops, picking up other stuff with it. Oh no, that's what the pianola paper was stuck to. It's an offcut from when I made a envelope, I think, with the start of a pianola roll. make sure I get it the right way up. Got a big mess and I've only just done the cover. So I think that will do. Now, inside, could do with some stamping there, I think. Then we've got this pocket or tuck spot. Might just taper the edges in a bit, just a tiny weeny bit. And then this needs to be stuck down. Don't want this area stuck down though. So I think a nice little journaling card. Got another one of these type of tuck spots too, so I think we'll make 2 journaling cards. And these pictures I think would make really lovely little journaling cards. So I'll just grab my cutter. Get this under there. I think I have to take a bit more off, a bit off the top. Okay. Now, it can't be that wide either. I'm going to cut some of the name off, which is a shame. Unless I make a journaling card where I cut this out and then, which I might have to do actually. All right, so let's just give this a bit of a fussy cut out. One we want to do. That almost look nice, fussy cut and stuck on there. Maybe we should just put it on here to decorate a bit. I might do that. I'm thinking, do I put lace under there or not? But I do worry about it getting a bit too bulky. I have these little nice little bits. Some of that would look quite nice. It's a bit broken. I'll just stick it on there a little bit. Now just sticking the bottom. Everything's sticking to me as usual. Alright, so that will do for that page. Now we do have to do stamping and stuff. I'm thinking of putting this in somewhere. I think that would look quite nice. Maybe we'll put it there. I'll just rip it down a little bit more. Pink flower down there might look nice. Just chop this one out. So I'll just fussy cut this. So I've fussy cut this little flower. I'm just going to ink around the edges quickly. It just helps make my fussy cutting look not as messy as what it is. Try not to break the little leaves. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, will he sit on there? He will, he will. Sit over here too, but oh, that's sort of nice. I'm going to put it there and be done with it. That's quite sweet. Some of this might look pretty as a journaling card. I'll just chop this bit down. Take that a centimetre off, or a tad more. Oops, hang on. Yeah, that fits a bit better. I like that. Adds a bit of colour because it's a bit bland otherwise. So what I will do is corner round. And ink, of course. And let's put something on here. Now we've got to do steel stamping and painting. Let me just grab. Well, I think it said stamps, the prompt that I pulled, so I suppose that could be taken anyway. So let's see what actual stamps we have. We've got these queens. Could put one of them on here. Don't really want to break those ones up, but they're a good colour for it. Don't mind that one either. Then we've got green that would suit. Too many decisions. Do like the purple one. So that would go nicely up there. And I'm thinking maybe I should stamp a picture onto this as well. Might use my brown, my stamp pad. So I think it's either that one or the butterfly. I really like that one with the stamps. I might just use it. Do. Now we want a little stamp on there. That's a nice little journaling card now. Just debating whether I want a tab of some sort on there. That goes with the stamp. Maybe we should put it on that side of the page. Might do that. Actually, I might go glue stick for this. And I'll take that out and use book page instead. Fumble fingers. I think this is going to be a bit of a chunky journal by the time I've finished. And then I'll get my fine tip glue and just glue the edges down properly. So I'll lift this up and just go along the top here. It's already coming up anyway. The glue stick really doesn't hold it that well, but it holds it enough for me to place this glue where I want it. Because it's quite sheer lace, if I use just Helmer's the whole way, you'll see it through and it looks pretty messy. And we'll just trim it off. So let that dry good. That sort of brings the pages together nicely. I've got these little pieces. Now these can just be flipped out and written on. I mean, you can make a pocket. A tag in one side probably wouldn't look too bad, so we might make this a side that we put a little tag in. Therefore, I will just glue down this bottom piece. Now, I could try not to do stuff on every page or else it will end up way too chunky. As it is, I'll need to put a closure on just because of the way the cover is. Now, tag-wise, I was going to make one with this stuff. Whether I've left myself enough, I probably haven't. Now, I know I have a tag punch, so I'm just going to see if I can find that. I think that size tag would be nice, but I don't think it's going to work on any of this. Not really. Don't think there's enough of this either. It's not the best tag, but it's still a tag. Something else with that. I could fussy cut a bit more flour just to stick on, which I might do. To the edge. Now we'll punch out a bit to back that with. Maybe just a bit of this book page. That looks pretty good. So just ink that up. It's pretty neat in there, so let me just have a look. Actually looks really cool in there, so I might put it in there. So this one again we're going to have to stick down. That's pretty good. So we're going to have that in there. Now I think it does need a topper of some sort. I would think I have some cream lace in here that's not that. Oh, here we go. I've got some of this stuff. Can someone find my scissors? I can't believe how much of a mess I make. You sort of need it all here so you can see what you've got to work with. Got some of this stuff. That will look all right. Now, I'm going to drag out my very underused tiny attacher for this, I think. See if it works holding this. Beautiful. So that can just slip in there. It's a bit crooked, but it will do. Now, I've still got all our painting and that to do. I think I'll worry about that. On some of the blank pages, I might do a bit of painting and stamping. Got that. The other thing I dragged out was a little mini envelope making tool. So I think a little mini envelope somewhere would be nice. Let's see whether this stuff will work. Might be a bit thick, we'll see. Never fold it so it sort of looks good, but that's all right. We put it in somewhere like that. All right, so ink around the edges again, as always. So we're going to do a little bit there. way too much on both sides. And I've lost my tissue that I just had. Envelope. Don't know if I'll stick it there, but I'll find somewhere to put it. Sit back there. It'd be good to get something in this little piece. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking that would make a nice little card to put in there. So could just use some paper to stamp it on, or still have scrap bits left over of my manila folder. So I might do a stamp with that. Make a little journaling card to slip in there. That is a really flimsy stamp. All right. Just trying to make sure I've got all the little intricate bits inked up. And then I'll put it there. Beautiful. So I'll just cut this down. Oh, in the cutting. Oh, that's annoying. That is all right though, because we could pretty well fussy cut around this anyway. So, because I didn't realise it was doubled over and it slipped. It's not my fault at all. There goes my nice journaling card. Well, that'd look pretty cool fussy cut. I just don't like fussy cutting enough to want to have to do it. Okay, fussy cut my little bird out. He doesn't look too bad. At least I salvaged it. So as usual, I will ink around it to hide any of my bad fussy cutting. It'd look nice stuck on the page somewhere, which you might end up, you know. But he looks pretty cute in there too. Looks cute on there. Oh no, decisions. I think he's gonna have to go there. I'm always changing my mind. Good with something down there too, so I'll probably find a word or a stamp or something to put down there afterwards. Anyway, I'm going to go and cook some tuna morning because I'm getting hungry.